Welcome to Graced by Rain, a podcast about the beauty in life. I'm your host, Elaine Shircliff. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of The Beauty of the Griffins, where on Mondays I talk about things that I found beautiful from the Grand Rapids Griffins, whether it be something a fan did, something that somebody said, a play, or even something the foundation is doing. This past week has been training camp for the Red Wings. Their preseason has been going on, and it has been a lot. It was felt very old school AHL, like right after COVID and before COVID, when there was a lot of 3-3s and stuff like that, because the preseason schedule has been was this past week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then there is a game this Monday, tonight, if you're listening to it on Monday at 7 p.m. Then Tuesday, then a break. Then Thursday, another day off. And then Saturday. It's a lot. But hockey season's here. So I'm not going to complain too much because it's nice to have hockey season back in full gear, almost full gear. It's preseason, but it's nice to watch it. It's nice to analyze it. It's nice to talk about it. So, this past week there was three things that I really loved about about what the Griffins were doing, um, or about the Griffins. I'm not doing a countdown like the last two because I think each of these are equally as important. Um, and I'm not typically doing countdowns. That's just how it worked on the last two. So there's no rhyme or reason to where I place these while I'm talking about them. The first one that I found really beautiful is how the Griffins react to staff and players when it's their birthday or a special event in their life. Um, this past week, Nate Danielson turned 21, and dog Brad Thompson, he um, he had a birthday as well. I think he's 46. If I aged you, I'm so sorry, Brad. You might be younger. Um, but I'm pretty sure he's not much older than I am. Uh, so I'm pretty sure it's like 45, 46. He's been the equipment manager since 1997. He started out as the assistant. And then in the 2001-2002 season, he was elevated to head equipment manager. He has literally been with the Griffins for like almost the whole time. So like 29 years. That's a long time to be with a team to begin with. He is a staple. He is a star. He's super humble. So if you were to tell him he's a star, he won't even. They'll be like, I'm just equipment manager. He's great, and the players love him, fans love him, media love him, staff love him, everybody loves him. Um, and it's a beautiful thing to see when everybody loves a person that's been working for a team for so long. Now, for me, I just love also the way the Griffins do things with their social media. It's very similar to the Admirals and how the Admirals have kind of always done things. Um, it maybe it's a Central Division thing. I don't know. But I love the way they try to make each player or staff member feel special through the social media and the way that they do content. It's fantastic. Just like little posts, like little things, like just a happy birthday thing that they put up for Nate Danielson to bringing dog a cupcake for his birthday and singing him happy birthday. And then they shared that with all of us. So we got to experience that moment and see how much they truly love and appreciate dog. And I just love like dog was so happy, but you could tell he was kind of like, oh, that's it's just my birthday. And he when he blew out the candle was like, Calder Cup, Calder Cup. Yes, dog. Yes. 2026 Calder Cup champions is this team. 1,000%. They're going deep. I've bought in. There's a lot of talent and a lot of drive. So I've bought in. So I agree with you, dog. This team is going all the way. But like I said, the Griffins, they are so intentional and mindful with the things that they do and the things that they say. And I love that they make sure that players know that they're loved and respected. I love that they send like the goodbye tweets out whenever someone signs a PTO or or signs a contract with another team. Teams don't have to do that. In fact, I think some teams maybe don't even want to do that. But the Griffins are like, bye, we'll miss you. It's been a pleasure. And that's I don't know. I think it's healthy and it also shows the respect that so many people within the hockey world have for one another because everyone knows each other. Everyone's grown up playing with someone who played with someone or or they all played with each other or they're all from the same area. So it's a beautiful thing to see. And I think that more teams should do what the Griffins do and shed a light on like how much they love their players and share that with the fans. Share it with them because when you know that your team loves their players as much as you love them, I don't know, it makes it more fun. Now, during preseason also, we got to see Jacob Triscott play. He is from the University of Michigan. He's from Michigan in general. And he got to wear a wing sweater. He got to play in preseason games. He got a point after assisting a goal. He's been playing with Mo Sider, who is wild in the best ways. And I can't imagine what it's like, right? Where you grow up watching a team play and then you're like, I want to be on that ice. I want to be there. I want to be with these guys. And then you just get the opportunity to wear that sweater, to be on the ice playing. You get to live out your childhood dream right there and just soak it in and take it all in. And then you score a point. I know it's preseason, but you score a point, right? And you're at home. You're at home. So not only do you do it for the team that you grew up watching, you do it on their home ice. And that will never get old to me. I know that it's a common theme throughout the Red Wings organization that they have so many hometown kids or Michigan kids who play for them. But I think that's kind of the magic of the Wings, right? That they have so many people who want to continue to play there and will do anything to play there and they they'll start in the AHL. They'll work their way up. They work hard because they understand the legacy of the Wings. They understand the history. They feel it. They live it. They love it. And good on the Wings for and the Griffins too We're always seeming to find these guys from Michigan who maybe, they missed out on their draft round or they were written off. Like, for instance, Dominic Shine. People forgot that he was more than just this big tough guy, right? Same thing with Austin Watson. People forgot that they were more than just a big tough guy. And the Wings were like, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, maybe you're going to be in the AHL first, but if you put in the time and you put in the work, you're going to come up. And I also love that the Wings organization has tried to stay very true to that, where you work hard, you're coming up. You work hard, you succeed, you're coming up. It doesn't, they, they're looking for a specific attitude that can help them, hone their skills or help them learn a new skill. And when you have those attitudes on a team where like you're going to work hard and you're going to show up and show out in preseason, I mean, that's it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see that the organization buys into that and that the players are proving them right that they should have invested into people from Michigan. I love it. The other thing that I find beautiful from this past week is this. The Wings have played 4 preseason games, 4 and 5 days to be exact. And there has not been a mass movement of players down to the Griffins. In fact, all of the babies are still up there as of recording this on early Monday morning. I do think that they're going to start making cuts, today after the game or today before the game, or maybe even Tuesday after the game, because then they'll have Thursday and Saturday to really hone in on the roster that they have. I know a lot of teams like to make their big cuts earlier so that they can start their AHL, training camps and get people going and get the bulk of it going, right? For the Griffins, it's such a good sign that they're still up there. Okay. I know like me personally, I'm like, I just want to know how the roster is going to shake out down down in Grand Rapids. And after covering the AHL, this will be my 10th season. I know that you don't really know who's going to be what and where until like opening night. And even then, it's usually like a week later because pieces are still falling into place. Things happen up top. Like the first week of the season is pretty much like this is this is their preseason essentially. But when you're up top and it's a huge group up there, right? They are getting the preseason. They're they're all playing. It's not like they're all sitting, right? They are playing. They were heavily played in game 1 against the Hawks. Okay. But after that, they like were throwing guys in with the NHL guys. You even had like Carson Bantle and like I said, Jacob Triska in there, just in the mix. Okay. Getting minutes, getting time, showing that they belong in professional hockey. and that they have so many great attributes. Another thing to think about too is the longer they're up there, the more conversations are being had, the more that they're learning the system up there. So when they all come down, they're all on the same page, right? The more people that are there and the more that they see the direction that they need to go, the skills they need to do, and the more they get on the same page about what this organization is from top to bottom, that's when the magic happens. That's when the magic happens. Because then there's no question, right? There's no question. They have a roadmap of where they need to go, what they need to do, and they've seen it. They're playing with Mo Sider. They're playing with Dylan Larkin. They're playing with Raymond. They're playing with JT Comfer and Patrick Kane and Andrew Kopp. They're playing with everyone that's up there. Some of those names I said probably need to be playing down in Grand Rapids. I know they probably aren't going to assign JT Comfer to Grand Rapids because of the money that he makes, but he might benefit from a little bit of a stint down in the AHL. But they're playing with these guys who've been in the show and they know what it takes to stay in the show and they know what it takes to get to the show. Also, keeping them up there is going to light a fire underneath some of these guys who are bubbles. You would hope, right? You would hope that some of the guys that are not producing much, that this will light a fire underneath them and say, oh no, like I don't want to be replaced by Emmett Finney, or I don't want to be replaced by Amadeus Lombardi, or I don't want to be replaced by Shai William. Like I want to be here. I want to be here and I want to do what I need to do to stay here. The longer those guys are up, the more likely that they're gonna be able to move up throughout the season or even at the end of next season. Because like I said, the roadmap is there. They're learning, they're experiencing, and they're getting this team bonding with such a cool experience of getting to play in the NHL, even though it's preseason. But once you feel that, you get that hunger, you get that taste, you're like, I want to go back. Like, that's your dream, and you get to taste it during preseason, and the Wings actually are using you during preseason. You're not just practicing and getting like 2 minutes here and there. You're playing, right? You're playing, and they want to see what you can do. And I think that the Griffins are going to be set up for success now. They are going to have that drive. They're going to have that hunger. And I think that this year is their year. And I've said it all summer. I said it towards the end of last year, last season, even before I moved to Grand Rapids. I feel that the 25-26 season is theirs to lose, as in, this is their year and no one can stop them but themselves. So I'm excited to see where the rest of this takes us. Next week will probably also be about training camp slash preseason, depending upon how many more of them stay up. So looking forward to that. Although I'm sure the Griffins will do something cool in the next week. There's always something cool going on down here. And I love it. I love it a lot. Well, everyone, thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you next week for another edition of The Beauty of the Griffins. Tomorrow, take some time to listen to Travis Foch and I from Hockeytown West podcast discuss the beauty of the Toledo walleye. Okay, everyone, have a good day. And remember, be kind and love always.
My theme music is One Light by Nick Wilkinson and the Featured Players. You can find their latest album, Live Volume 1, on Bandcamp and Spotify. Live Volume 1 was recorded in front of a live audience on May 26, 2017, at Jilly's Music Room in Akron, Ohio.